I'm not gonna review obviously every single point in the 50-minute game, so we'll be skimming through it.
Obviously,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't worry.
Uh-huh.
Okay, clearing down. I think when you get the spot, you should always insta pop the spot. There's no point to hold it as a jungler.
Okay. Yeah.
Skip Krugs because notice bot is fighting. That sounds good. This guy should die. Looks good. You're really happy about this. Get the ball wave in. Get bot crab. So you cannot do that. I mean, ward. You see that. The second you see this, it's funny. You actually had to get disciplined by warding. And the second you ward this, you see this, you think, okay, fuck this, and I'm out. I'll either just go over this wall, or jump over the wall, do Krugs, or you could just jump over the wall and just insta base since you have 1200 already. But you actually see this guy and say, yeah, I'm gonna jump in. It's completely backwards. So I think good ward,
Yeah.
but then if we're gonna jump in, if no matter who we see, then what was even the point of warding with that logic, right?
Yeah.
So I think just no point to get our flash blow in there.
Okay.
It looks like you want to E, but you shouldn't be wanting to E. You should be queuing, and then you'll take element, and then you'll EQ afterwards, right? Because you don't, no matter what, if he gets under tower, you can't kill. So you just be wanting to keep him here, right? So it'd be Q, so you get stunned, and then you'll W EQ. That's the combo. Oh, kind of sad. I don't think you could have combo differently. I think this is. Oh yeah. Oh, he actually ended up dying. Never mind. Sick. I missed out.
Yeah.
All right, nice. Don't think you have to ult. Think you can hold it because if he, let's say, I mean, right now he literally dies to like one Murado because then his procs got ult right first of all. And then even if he didn't have Urgot ult, like the only way he lives is if he sign ults away, but you can always just block it, right? You'll just
Yeah.
because he's gonna be stunned enough from your river Q, the blue Q. So after he's blue Q,
Yeah.
then you'll just walk up, and you'll stand in front of him, and then he just dies. No point to
Okay.
have to use two
I
ults.
think I think I just didn't realize Urgot ulted here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Imagine if you'll ult right now, right?
Yeah,
This
it'd be
could
crazy.
this is just double kill with ult. Yeah, really sad. Oh, oh, you live actually then. As long as you dodge this. Oh well. All right, well you live, but should have died. And also, should double kill if you have ult, sadly. I think also when you have Profane here, I think getting off the camp when you see that fighting is actually a really good habit. Once you see that the fight's like already over, I think now you
Yeah.
just accept that it's gone. Like now you just do like red, base, get Profane plus extra longsword, and then run straight to grubs. You're obviously accepting that dragon's gone because your balling's dead, right? And you just do red, base, profane, longsword into grubs, and you're not really too upset about the trade, dragon for grubs. You could even do here if you wanted, you could do like red Krugs, and then if he pulls dragon, you could technically always just jump over the wall and go for 50-50 because you have a better smite. Your Q smite's better than his Q smite. So yeah, I think you have options. You could play for guaranteed grub trade. You can also play because their balling's so low. He's technically Dragon's technically not 1v3, it's 1v1 because their balling cannot help him. So you could do red Krugs and contest it yourself if he pulls it. If he doesn't pull it, then you could do red Krugs base and then do whatever the fuck you want. So I think this not necessary fight. You have item in base, you have no ult, you just don't have conditions for a fight. You also have no reason to fight because if he does dragon, you can contest it or you can trade it. So you have so many options. Uh,
Yeah.
but now, because of how slow you are, now obviously you don't have the ability to 50-50 the dragon, and you're too slow for the trade. You can still play for the trade, but technically right now, like Oh, wow, Sion actually still took them all. So yeah, so you couldn't trade now, and you
Yeah.
couldn't match. So, and here you're messing up again. You got both options taken for you. So now you should definitely go at the very least and take his top camps. His Raptors and Krugs have to be up because he's been bought for the last like 3 fucking minutes now. We saw him bought all the way back from like starting now, which is where is it? Like here. So he's been bought from eight. I can't see the timer in game. What is that? Eight. He's been bought from 8:10. So the latest he was on his top camps for like 7:40. So that means they're spawning around 9:40 most likely. And at this point in the game, it is exactly 9:25. Yeah. So his Raptors and Krugs are definitely both up or spawning any second now. So you still have the option to trade, but here we're still kind of matching him when I mean, there's no objective to fight for bot side anymore, right?
I
So.
think my whole thing here was I just wanted to be topside as little as possible, and I wanted to gank or go for a dive on bot.
Mhm.
But yeah, it was. I understand that though.
I mean, once they have like really correct conditions to dive on bot, sure, but I mean, I don't see any indication of that. Like when you make your decision right now, right?
Mhm.
If you saw their balling right now, the poppy's like half and their AD carry's half, sure, because this is your pivot point. Like right when you're here is when you decide, because here you could go bot and you could go top. But so this is where you should be looking bot and basing off their conditions. And I see full HP poppy. I don't see Kalen, but Kalen's also full HP here, so there's nothing signifying to me like, oh yeah, bot's in definitely diveable in the next 30 seconds or 40 seconds, you know? It's not playing for top, it's playing for Urgot or playing to get sound behead. It's just playing for yourself, right? You're just
Yeah.
gonna do like Raptors, Krugs, into Gromp, Wolves, Raptors. You're just gonna like triple quadrant, kill all 9 camps on the map, and then you'll base and buy like another Dirk or whatever, and like Ionian boots, and then you can play for like a bot gank or whatever. Or obviously while you're doing this clear, when you're on Raptors or Red or Krugs, if bot is gankable during any of those 3 camps, then you'll go, and if they're not, then you'll just base, and then you'll play next round with an advantage and level advantage, and then you could use your lead, you know? Because otherwise, I mean, again, you're just over forcing on bot side. Like it's always you're supposed to be forcing based off a like obvious advantage, you know, which we don't have right now. I guess you could say it's never advantage, but your champs is not are not designed to force into their champs. They actually have really good disengage champions, right? Poppy W, Taliyah Rocks, Kalen W, Kalen E. Like they have really you kind of just run into these champs. So they were playing like I don't know, Xerath, Ash, you know, Nami support, like a bunch of like champs with no teeth. Then sure, but you're kind of running, you're just disrespecting their champs. So I think this is all unfortunate. Like we skipped our, like we're not on ground and wolves on spawn. We didn't take his top camps. I think you could have easily just done triple quadrant. Now you'd be like around your Raptors or Krugs right now. You just be basing. Um, I think you're just forcing too hard on bot side. You're treating them like they're
Okay.
like immobile squishies with no flashes and no damage, but they're balling stronger than you're balling. The number one rule of League, even if you wanted to prioritize balling this game, because you're like, okay, makes sense, sign this tank top, and they have Kalen. Number one rule of League is always play for winning lanes, and right now, balling is 1 in 4. Down item. Components to a full item. So if anything, balling's the one lane you should be looking to avoid until you have like 2 items. Once you have like Profane Axiom, then this guy could be 10-0, and you're like, okay, I can just one shot Kalen. But you're not at that point of being able to one shot her. Even if this guy face checks you, you cannot one shot Kalen really right now, right? You could chunk her pretty heavily, but it's not like a one shot. So I think you need a. If you're able to turn the tides yourself, then your bowling strength doesn't matter. But if you're not able to do everything by yourself, then your bowling strength does matter, and your bowling is not nearly strong enough to be forcing a Gromp invade at this point of the game, you know?
Yeah.
So I think just farm up. You have Raptors up, Wolves up, Gromp up. His top camps are up, and also your 1v1 is strong enough because of just the champion you're playing and the champion she's playing. Where if you're on her Raptors and she's like face checking you, you will one shot her, or you will kill her, or you will at least make her life uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
So I think this is it's just the last 3 minute sequence. It's deciding to fight this. It's deciding to fight here when you don't need to. It's just bad play after bad play, and then deciding, and sorry, force play into force play, forcing the bot fight when not needed, forcing the spot play when you're not needed. Right now, you could very easily be like level 9, um, with these boots plus like if you're going Axiom plus like another brutalizer or something. That's good game. So I think the best like the reason. why these assassins are so considered so strong. One of the reasons. Jungle right now, Qiyana, Zed, etc., is because they just clear so fast that they get to outpace the enemy jungle. Well, the enemy jungle is still on their camps. You've already killed yours, and you're now ready to gank and play for lanes, right? But I think you're skipping camps a bit too much. Uh, like here's obviously fine. This is just a freebie, you know. It's also just an excuse to strike first strike. Uh, but it's just in the bot fights, you know. Like right now, another example is here. We should just go trade, which is what we're doing. Because obviously it's obvious you're not gonna be in time for this bot sequence. You just go trade. We get top tower. We're gonna get another top kill. Okay, he gets flash. This is good. Like this is a perfect trade. We could have done this 20 minutes ago, right? Not
Mhm.
20, obviously, but top tower, top camps, kill top lane, get us flash, and now we come bot with our stronger items. If we did this earlier too, this would be a full Axiom by now. But when it stands. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like once you're strong enough, you don't really care about Caitlyn Taliyah because you could always just run through them like you just did, you know.
Mhm.
You're addicted to only EQing. Like here, when he does, it's just Q him. Just throw your Q out, right?
Yeah.
And then here you could even then you could kill through, and then you could take another. Then you could take another river elemental still, and then you'll EQ eventually, and you get like a double stun, or you'll just Q here, and then you'll take mountain, and you'll just play for damage, right? Um, you're addicted. I mean, EQing is Qiyana's bread and butter combo. I get it, but you don't always have to EQ. You could just Q here, stun him, and then play the fight normally. Not sure what you're doing here. You have Axiom in base. You have no flash. I don't know what you want to force a fight on Poppy. Yeah, you're one camp from level 11. You have
Yeah.
Axiom in base. You have your two bot camps up. Raptors and Krugs are both up. We don't need to fight to the death with a Skull Crab. You know what I mean? And we don't even get it. I don't see the point. Yeah, I just think you're too kill hungry. I think that's like so far my takeaway. Obviously, I'll keep watching, but if you have to take anything, it's too kill hungry, skipping camps too much. I think you're looking to. You made a plan in pregame to play for bot, which I think the plan makes sense to me. But you can't, shouldn't force your plans through. You also, I don't know how big of an assassin player you are, but assassins have like way, I'll put it this way, like if you're playing a bruiser champion like Jarvan or Xin Zhao, and you have tunneler in base, let's say you're sitting on 1,500 this money, and you have tunneler in base, it's like really whatever. Like yes, like you happily base for it, but your champion doesn't change with the item. You don't become a fucking double your strength. Like Jarvan becomes slightly stronger. Who cares? For assassins, it's different. When you have like a Dirk in base, or lethality or axiom or sorry, not axiom or brutalizer in base, you're sitting on 1k or you're sitting on 1337. That item does completely change your champion. It makes your champion do like not double, but it sizably increases your damage output, right? So assassins are way more item reliant on their spikes. So here, if I have axiom in base, which you do, it's 300. I am never even walking into river here. I'm getting this rump, pressing B right now. My item is such a big spike. I would never risk fighting without my item. I'm just fighting when I have a guaranteed strength waiting for me. It makes no sense, right? Um, so you have to. There's like four spikes on assassins. I always like to say these four spikes are like anytime you have them, unless there's a very very urgent play in the map, you always have base for them. The spikes are your first lethality, so it's your first Dirk, or in this case your first brutalizer. This is the first spike. Second spike is then the complete item of that. So then it would be it would be either the Yomu's, right, or it would be the in this case it would be the profane, right? That's the first spike, second spike, third spike is then the third lethality item. So then it's your second brutalizer, right? Where it would be your second Dirk, and then the fourth one is the completion, which is the in this case it would be Axiom. Anytime you have one of these four spikes ready to purchase, unless there's a very obvious play, like they're on fucking Herald right now, we want to fight it, you're just pressing B basically no matter what. Or unless there's like a super like, oh this guy's insane. I just finished my Krugs. Krugs gives me my profane, but their blinds under my tower instinct, so I'll go for like a quick gank. That's like an urgency. Unless there's an urgency, anytime you have one of these four spikes ready, you're instant pressing the B button on your keyboard. These spikes change how the champions conduct themselves. Assassins, Qiyana, Zed, Kha'Zix, Rengar, any assassin in the game for jungle. You know, those are the four major spikes that makes our champion way stronger. You are sitting right now on your fourth spike, and you are refusing to base, and there is no urgent event happening. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because even I mean, even this combo, having extra damage, he'd be dead right now, right? Or maybe he still dies, but you get the idea. I mean, but you're also just going in too much. I think when you're addicted to pressing E, uh, it's awkward, but you could just be a poke champion, just WQ, you know, and just the mountain throw W and then throw your Q here. This Q kills, mountain Q kills from this HP, right? Next Q. Um, so yeah, over forcing, not valuing our spikes, skipping camps. That's the regular. Here I kill a Scion. First thing in my head, okay, let me go pull Herald objective, right? First thing in your head is let me go flash on mid. Even though you killed him, I don't think this is worth it at all. Like at all. Herald's 200 gold. You got 333 gold from this kill, right? 333 gold. That's what that sounds to me. That sounds Herald, Gromp, Wolves. That's 400 gold, right? So it's the same amount of gold you're getting from this, but you're keeping your flash. And now I would much rather have my flash for the dragon fight. So for the dragon fight, I could get flash 3-man ult, flash 2-man ult. Like I can flash to survive. Like your flash could be a game-changing spell. You could instead we're late here, and you lose Herald because you're late because you went for mid play. Um, so you should never lose this Herald. I think you should keep your flash for like the impending dragon fight potentially, right? Um, just being more objective focused, less kill focused. And more item focused. Those are the main points. You should never lose this Herald in a million years. And you're also addicted to eating in too much. Here you have to read body language. Here it looks like he's eating. Now you walk downwards here. Um, but you're just walking into him. Same thing with items. I can't believe you wouldn't base here. Like just base right now, and you'll run straight to dragon. And you'll be there. Like it takes. I can't see the timer in the game. It is 19:26. So you base right now. Let's say 19:25 because you walked a little bit. It takes 8 seconds to base. Then you'll be in base at 19:31. Wait, that's not math. 19:33, and then it takes 20 seconds to run to dragon. To you, it's actually faster because you have blue smite, but I'll say 20 just for argument's sake, but it's less. So then you'll be there at 19:53, right? Now let's go see where you are at 19:53 instead. It is 19:55. So you'd be here at the exact same time. You'd be here right now with full HP, full mana, plus you'd have whatever the fuck this is. It's either Less Whisper if you're going Grudge next, or if you're going like Edge Knight or Lethality item, it would be another Dirk plus Longsword. So now I want you to imagine this fight with the extra item, plus if you had flash up. If we're not flashing for a kill and kill. Ah, shit. Yeah. I was thinking as an assassin, you should be holding. If you have flash, you can hold here because you can always flash E ult anytime you want. Without flash, you should be playing like a flanking angle like here, or staying in this bush here. So when they walk in, you could go from this angle. If they walk in here, then you could flank from behind. Or if they're walking here, you could go on this wall with E ult, right? So I think when you have flash, you can stay in these positions and force through them. You don't need flank when you have flash up. Without flash, I think you need to be sitting in a flank. Make sense? I think
Yeah.
it's kind of fucking impossible to get an angle from this position with no ult. I mean, with no flash, it's just so hard. Yeah, I don't know. I think definitely winnable dragon fight. Before you went here, could you? You couldn't have. Okay. I mean, this ult still hits. I don't think you missed. I think it's. I mean, it's chill. You guys flash. Ultra flash is worth longer CD. All right, messy but worked. Here I was just spamming Baron if I was you. We have no advantage. Two of them dead, one of mine dead. So we have four people. They only have three. but Sion's also bot. So technically, you guys have a 4v2 unless Sion decides to TP or ult in. And most importantly, they have no smite, so you have no one to smite fight you, right? So I think you also have like Zyra. You have good champs for Baron on your team. You have Zyra, you have Urgot with his W. I think here you should be stamping in Baron. You guys should just do Baron as 4. Um, they have no smite. You'll just play to finish it. Urgot W does it fast. Zyra plans to do it fast. Galio can take it for you. Qiyana does Baron really fast too with your these items. These items, you're just each Q does like 800 damage to it now. Uh, so I think the second you kill this Taliyah right now, I'm spamming in Baron if I was you, and the four of us are just doing Baron while Sion stays bot lane. Even if Sion comes as a 43, you still have number advantage, and because of Axiom, you're almost back up, so your ult will just kill the Kaelin if she ever walks up, right? So I think this is definitely Baronable. What do you think?
At this point, I thought we were too low. But looking at it again, possibly.
Yeah, no, I mean, because he has to chase like right now. You guys are you're full, Galio's full, right? I think Galio now gets chunked chasing this Kaelin, but if you're spam pinging it now, he's gonna take less damage too. Because he not like now he's too low. Because look at his HP now. Because he's like just trying to dive Kaelin, but right now it's doable. He's still 70%, and he's the one doing the tanking. The only person that needs to be healthy is him because he's tanking it.
Okay.
Good flank. I like this. Don't step on a trap. Okay. Spamping Baron. Spamping Baron. Nice. Good. Base Dragon. Nice. You you should be going a Grudge last. Going 6 without items is insane. Just their base armor is high enough for Grudge, and I mean this guy's level 16. Okay, it's not your fault. Gallia just ran in and died. Do you think though, same way how you played that fight, you should be going flank. You should be going looping like this way, right? You could even just jump over the dragon wall and make it easier. Again, without flash, you look useless from the single. You're just chunking some Qs over it. But again, this guy got caught. It's not your fault. I'm just imagining. I only imagine you looped this entire time. You're imagine you coming out of this bush right now. Boom, right?
Yeah.
And it's completely possible. You could have just jumped over the dragon wall. You could have looped around from the start. You being in this bush is completely plausible. This is not fairyland at all. And even though you're top laner inted, boom, 2-man ult on their 2 carries, and we won the fight for our team. You know. I like the angle. You just hesitated. You had to Q right now. You just hesitated. You got a
Yeah.
little nervous. I think your angle and idea is really good. You just got nervous and then you hinted.
Yeah.
But definitely need Last Whisper. Nice smite. Alright, play out. Doesn't look good. Dip set. You should start the if he is full HP, you would need blue. Since he dies to a single EQ, doesn't matter what elemental you have, right? He's just so low. If anything, he might die just to E auto or E profane. So in this case, you just start with grass here. So you could just walk closer, right? You have grass here instead of whatever. You could have taken the grass earlier, and now you'll just queue it, and then you'll be able to walk to this with invis, and then let's say he'll be here by then. But then you could just first of all, then you could WQ again, and that Q kills if it hits. Or at that point, you could then flash E, and then your E profane would hit, and then there's no way you die from this range. But here, if you get chunked, if you get E an auto to this, right, and now the next auto kills. He kills you in 2 autos. You kill him with 1 auto. So you need to find a way to avoid getting autoed before you're in range, which should be throwing your grass right now. Imagine right now you're throwing grass. Gets to here, and then you'll just flash E. Or you might even just be in E range at that point. Make sense?
Yeah.
You only need the actual like the slower stun from blue if you need a full combo him. You don't need a full combo him. You need to auto attack this guy once.
Yeah.
Sitting in the bush is good. Your Q is completely wasted. You good. Oh my god, Umbral 6th. Get me out. Baron, 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 Baron! There's 2 dead on the enemy team. It's their jungler again, by the way. Nice, they died. Well played. They happened to walk in for no reason. Baron, don't go wolves! Alright, thank you. Alright, now we play dragon. Alright, good combo. Well played. Oh, nice try. Yo, combo this guy. Yo, I used to scared of him. There you go. Man, if you funny thing, if you have grudge, like no one's actually truly tanky at 6 items. Like you give you Rammus, and even at 6 items with grudge, you still do like good damage to him. It's also important for ability haste, so you can spam your keys more. Nice. Flashy cute. Oh, this is an interesting combo. Let me watch this again.
Fucking misclicked a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting you to Q instead of EQ all game, and the one time you did it is the one time you should be EQing. It's funny.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to keep saying, not seeing grudge is so fucked up. Yeah, I mean, I genuinely think he's dead if you have grudge, but it's all good. Hide behind the Urgot. Oh my god, this guy flashed because you have no movement. I'm walking away from your guy. He shouldn't flash, but because it's not gonna kill you. But I respect him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not really much to say. You one man ulted the support. He didn't die because of your itemization, and now you're playing a no flash, no ult assassin, um, and you jumped into rocks. I mean, like, there's not really much to say. This is bad fighting. I will not say anything again. Bad LC burn. Yeah, I mean, just bad. Just have to be going for flanks more. Every single
Mhm.
flank you want for this game has worked. Every single flank you want for this game has looked beautiful. Um, Once the guy he procced your Edge Knight here, now you can just play like he actually got like a freebie. Like you don't die to this full charge Q because of Edge Knight. Awesome item. Now you can just learn your mistake and be like, okay, now I'm going to not walk through this guy, and you keep trying to walk through him. I genuinely think, even though the end of this guy looks tanky, I think genuinely think if you have Grudge here, you can just full combo him. Alt, Q, Mountain, W, EQ, and from half HP. Because he only has 2.7. He'll take like 3 Qs maybe, but he'll get there. I'm going to skip to the last deciding fights because this point, team late game is just who waiting for some retard on some team to get caught.
Yeah.
There's nothing productive to watch about. Pull Elder, go for a crazy flank. Oh, he sold Umbra for Grudge. Holy fuck! I shouldn't have missed. I shouldn't have missed that. You forgot you have flash up. What you're playing is correct. Hiding, playing for flank. That's when you do, and you have no flash. You have to do that. Now when you have flash, you could low key just flash the ult. You know. Still could be patient. I'm not saying you have to flash in, but you don't have to like sit in the bush. You actually have the ability now to play more aggressive.
Yeah, I definitely go on the Zanya Taliyah, right?
It's
And push them
hard.
into that
I
wall.
mean, at this point, this guy dies to a single Q. To be honest, I think you just throw a Q from this guy's Zanya's if you can, if you can time it. He did flash anyways. It's hard. I mean, everyone's a threat. Say it's 6M Kalen, he's a threat. 6M Morgana's a threat. Everyone's a threat. You can't. It's hard to choose one over the other. Probably the Kayla just because and Taliyah just because they're together, so you get two men ult here on the wall.
Yeah.
So I agree with that. And he has Urgot ult, so if you get Urgot ult proc, then Urgot can walk into them and proc his fear.
Yeah.
This guy's just hard
Kind of tunnel vision.
because of his spell shield. You need your ult actually to CC someone. So yeah, no, I don't really care about these late game fights. I think the earlier mistakes is just how do we could have snowballed the game earlier, right? Which is just
Yeah.
playing flanks more, being more item focused, right? Skipping camps way less, forcing our play way less. I think your early game and mid game, you're just forcing what you thought was good when it wasn't, and then again, you're starving yourself. Qiyana should always be like up CS, up levels, but you just weren't. Also being more open to trading. Like when he's doing the bot play, you could have taken his entire top side. You could have dove top lane earlier. You could have taken the top tower earlier. You saw when you were top, the Sion always died. Sion lost his tower like right away, and then it's not about getting